Weather for Weather Geeks time on this Friday. Welcome back, everyone. And yeah, another January-like day out there today. Wanted to start out with some 24-hour snowfall totals as reported to the National Weather Service. Of course, in our viewing area, in the WFMJ viewing area, amounts have been pretty modest until you get up into central and northern Trumbull and even northern parts of Mercer. Uh, Official reports, 24 hours reports of 2/10 of an inch there in Newton Falls, but you run into some 2 to 3 inch amounts, Twinsburg, heading over into parts of Portage County, and then once you're up into the heart of the snow belt, this is where they just got hammered yesterday and into parts of last night. There's a 11-inch reading. This is east of Chardon, and this is Montville. 11 inches there, 8 inches up here, Madison on the Lake, and then a lot of places had a foot in Lake County, Ashtabula County, heading over into Erie County, PA as well. Those are the 24-hour totals. If I hit the 12-hour snowfall totals, get a little bit more here. Again, notice a foot over there in northwestern PA, and some new 12-hour reports of up to 6.8 inches southeast of Cleveland near Shaker Heights. Here's 6 around Chardon. So yeah, you get the idea. Quite a bit of snow up there in the primary snow belt. And I've seen some pictures from northern Trumbull County where it looks like some places got an inch to perhaps even 2 over the last 24 hours, going along pretty much with what our forecast has had. Here's the radar as I record this a little after 2 p.m. And again, the heaviest of the snow is confined to the primary snow belt, eastern Cuyahoga County, Geauga County, southwestern Ashtabula County, and parts of Lake County. But some of these heftier bands are starting to get down into Portage County. And we've been visited by, kind of a snow globe scene a couple of times down into Mahoning County and into Mercer County. Not much has happened so far today in Columbiana County, aside from a few flurries. So for the rest of the day today, the general idea is most of the time flurries, especially if you live, say, south of Route 82. But especially the farther north and even northwest you are, you're going to occasionally see a band that reduces the visibility quite a bit, that accumulates on the roads, especially after sunset this evening. And some places are going to get another 2 or 3 inches, especially in some of these heftier bands in northern Trumbull and perhaps western part of Trumbull and into Portage County. Lake effect snow advisory is out until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Portage County and Trumbull County as well. No advisories in effect for Mahoning County, Columbiana County, and Lawrence County, and even Mercer County has been spared the lake effect snow advisory. All right, so that's a little bit of a look at the current precipitation. And of course, the other big story is the cold. Let's just bring up those temperatures just for fun, if you will, this afternoon. Yeah, cold. It's no higher than 30 out there. Wind chills are in the mid-20s. Here's the look at the wind chills. Actually, lower 20s, upper teens for wind chills around the region right now because it is a blustery afternoon. So not a real pleasant day out there. And look at all the Arctic air that extends again today back into the nation's midsection. Hey, at least Denver's broken into the 20s today. They were in the single digits all day yesterday, so that's some progress. Then you head up into Canada where the mother lode of cold still is, although it's modifying a little. And then we're going to get kind of a recharge of this cold air. And that's going to come south and east early next week. And this one will be even worse. We're talking just remarkably cold for November next week. We're going to challenge records both on low temperatures and for daily high temperatures. We could have a day or two next week, especially Tuesday, that could be the coldest high temperature on record here in Youngstown. All right, so the general idea, more snow flurries, snow showers tonight. This is going to wind down tomorrow morning. What about the rest of the weekend? I do think that we're still on track to have a decent enough Saturday afternoon, just cold. Saturday night into Sunday, this little system is going to cruise by mostly to our north and west. And I do think that this will bring some 1-inch amounts to parts of Ohio, but probably not northeast Ohio. Let me show you according to the Weather Prediction Center, government agency, in other words, NOAA, the NWS, these are the odds of 1 inch or more for a 24-hour period ending Sunday afternoon. Brown color here around Youngstown, that's 1 to 5%, so not a very good chance of seeing an inch out of this. But your chances of seeing an inch do increase as you go out towards Sandusky and Findlay and Lima, places like that. So this will be primarily a problem for Toledo and Sandusky and Detroit and places such as that. But northeast Ohio, western PA, I expect nothing more than a coating out of this for Saturday night, first thing Sunday morning. The bigger deal is coming our way late Sunday night into Monday, and the timing on this, not good for the commute Monday morning, for school, that sort of thing. This is not a big snowstorm. but it's coming late at night and into the morning hours, and so its impacts could be fairly significant, even if we only see a couple of inches, just because of the timing. All of this is coming up out of the southwest, and it'll start to shut down Monday afternoon. I'm showing you two different models here, GFS on top, and here's the NAM. You can see they're singing kind of the same tune. Overall, the heaviest of the precipitation, but also more in the way of rain, will occur central and eastern PA over towards the East Coast. But we will be cold enough for snow back here, and even though we're missing out on the heaviest precipitation, the darkest greens, if you will, this will probably still be a modest snowfall for us Sunday night heading into Monday. Well, how much are we talking about? I'm going to start talking about amounts here because it is Friday. We want to get you set up for this before the weekend. I'm going to show you a few different computer models. This is the NAM model, North American model, showing the predicted snowfall amounts. When you get into blue, that's 2 inches or more, and this generally looks to me like 1 to 3 inches on the NAM model, because we do have some of these lighter shades of blue around, but also some grays, which would indicate under 2 inches. That's the NAM model. The other models allow us to zoom in a little farther. Here's the Canadian. Generally the same idea. This stuff up here is residual lake effect that's occurring right now. These are the totals from now until Tuesday, so we discount a little bit of this heavier stuff up by the lake because that's the lake effect, not the Monday storm. General idea, still the same on the Canadian, about 1 to 3 with higher amounts once you're down towards Pittsburgh, Morgantown, and into central PA. Here's the European model. Generally speaking, what we regard as our most accurate medium range and long range model, although it has its bad days too. European model, a little beefier with the snow here. It gives us a total of about 2 to 4 inches. Lowest amounts north and west, highest amounts south and east of Youngstown. So that's the European model, and we'll finish things up with the GFS model, which has actually been upgraded recently. It's not operational as we call it yet, but it's in the beta stage, which means we can actually see it. It's not going to be fully operational and 100% usable for another few weeks, but we can see what it's doing still. And it's got kind of the same idea as the European, a little bit less though. Generally here we're looking at 2-3 inches. So I think what we're looking at, bottom line for you here, is either a 1 to 3, sorry for my handwriting here, or a 2 to 4 type of event late Sunday night into Monday. Now keep in mind, when we give you ranges, they are just that, ranges. 1 to 3 inches does not mean 3 inches. It means it could be 1 inch. Same idea with 2 to 4. That doesn't mean don't just hear the higher number. It's probably just as likely we see 2 as opposed to 4 at this point. But I want you to prepare for some slower travel Monday morning, possible school delays. To me, this doesn't scream a day where there should be a lot of cancellations, given that it'll wind down by noon. This could be kind of a 2-hour delay situation. It is a work day. It's Monday, so just plan on a little extra travel time needed Monday morning. The highest amounts overall are likely to be in northern West Virginia and from Pittsburgh, say, south and east. So if your travels take you that direction, it'll be a little worse, and it'll get a little better if your travels take you to, say, Cleveland or out into northwest Ohio on Monday. That's where there will be less snow. I'll have updates on social media as needed throughout the course of the weekend. You'll have Andrew in the morning over the weekend on 21 News, WFMJ Weekend Today, and Mike Joyce will be in the evenings, Saturday and Sunday, with fresh updates. So stay tuned. We'll be fine-tuning our Sunday night, Monday forecast. But again, what it looks like now, not a big storm, but probably the first widespread accumulations of the season. It's coming at a bad time. It's coming on a Monday morning, so the impacts could be kind of high. So stay weather ready and download our WFMJ mobile apps. They'll help you out throughout this storm and all the ones we'll get all winter.